Hello and welcome to another episode of the Not For Nothing podcast. We are riding on the heels of Halloween. It's the best time of year if you're a girly.
I guess.
You don't like Halloween? I think I'm becoming one of those people who starts to get slightly afraid of Halloween.
Really? Because of what's going to happen, like if your kid's going to get poisoned?
No. I mean, my kid can't even hold a trick-or-treating bag.
But at my local CVS in DC, there's like a sign about a community meeting happening. I guess it was this weekend about Halloween safety. But I think it's more about how like making sure kids are like looking in the street. Yes.
Okay. That's the type of scared that I am.
Yeah,
correct.
But I understood it at first because the like flyer just has like candy on it, and I was like, they're just scared about the candy.
Why would they put fentanyl in their candy?
Like, trust me, no one is giving free weed.
No one is intentionally drugging anything. No. So,
but the street thing is true, and I remember as a kid, I was definitely like an airhead. And like,
yeah, so I'm afraid of that, but I'm also like, I'm a bit afraid of the vibes.
Okay, like of how welcoming people would be.
No, I think you're reading into it too literally. Okay. I mean, metaphysically, I'm scared.
Oh, spiritually.
Like devilly.
Like, we don't fuck with the spirits.
Like, I'm thinking, I don't want my house to be haunted.
Well, so interestingly, my sister has a lot of students who are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Really?
Yeah. And so she like doesn't do Halloween with her class.
Mm-hmm.
They do dress up day.
Okay.
So they did that last Friday. But she did a lesson plan on the Day of the Dead last year.
Right.
And one of the parents was not Jehovah, but was like very conservative of a different, I think like Catholic or something. I was
going to say probably Christian.
Yeah. And like accused my sister of like witchcraft and like you know, how do you say
like black magic?
Yeah, but like of just trying to convert her child to like, you know, the spirits and celebrating death. And my sister's like, it's actually really important for them to have like culturally diverse background education.
Yes.
Like bizarre.
Right.
But crazy. So you're afraid, you're kind of up that alley these days?
Like, am I, okay.
You're becoming
am I becoming like a weirdo? Like, am I becoming like, once there was a time where I produced shirts that had the Grim Reaper on them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you used to be such a grunge.
I used to be so down.
Yeah.
I used to wear upside down crosses.
Yeah. Like,
but now I'm like, you know, I think
that's your frontal lobe developing.
I think it's partially that. And I also partially believe that I am scared that I could potentially be living in a haunted apartment.
That's super real. And I felt that in LA because the reason we had our apartment in LA was because the previous owner had passed away in there.
Didn't know that. Yeah. That freaks me out.
But he died of old age, like natural like in his sleep.
Still crazy
and
though.
So apparently people were like a little about the spot. And really? Robert and I were like, pfft.
Really?
Like it's a little creepy, but it's
good
life.
For you.
Like think of the number of apartments that have been made available due to death. Like it's so many.
I thought I had theories that my last apartment, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know ever for sure, but I heard that they have to by law tell you.
Yeah.
So I was never told that, but I also could see my slumlord just not telling me.
Yeah, or probably just not even knowing.
Yeah. And then it was so bad. Like I would like get tweaked out. Like I would get wicked high off edibles, and I would sit there and be like, the discoloration on the floor right there, that's where it happened.
That's crazy. I never went that far in the LA spot. I kind of just saw it because it was of old age. I was like,
it was peaceful.
It was peaceful. Like I've been in spaces where people have passed before. Like it's not a big,
it's true.
It's not like that. That's just life. But a crime, I would be I feel like that's like a trapped soul, you know?
100%.
Like that's an unjust departure.
Okay, so let me give you the breakdown of why I am in fear that there's potentially a haunting.
Yes, tell us.
Okay. There's a number of reasons.
Okay.
One, I live within an extremely close proximity of a cemetery.
Okay, so yeah, the spirits are coming to hang out.
Extremely close.
You're the sesh spot of the spirits.
Yes, very close. Another thing is I have a pretty high-tech baby camera.
Yeah.
Okay? It tells you when your baby fell asleep. Like, hey, mom, it'll say, I fell asleep 42 minutes ago. So you can track how long the naps are. It's actually quite cool.
And it tracks it because, like, the baby's not moving or something.
Right. Well, the baby was moving and then he stops and, you know, you could breathing is consistent, whatever. But it'll also let you know when the bed was attended to. Christian and I have been getting notifications that say, my bed was attended to 23 minutes ago. And neither of us have attended to the bed.
So you think somebody's tending to your bed, to the bed?
It is worrying me. I will say that. And I've looked, we go to look for the footage, after, and like nothing will be there. So I like was freaking out. I think this is contributing. I had a nightmare last night.
Yeah.
I watched Smile before bed.
What's that?
Really scary movie.
Okay. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah. And I'm into Halloween.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances. But I feel like I might be experiencing a haunting. And I don't love that, especially when it's near my kid. So I was like looking up on Reddit like last night, like, do other people have this glitch? And other people are saying yes. Like, oh, it could be a bug on the, technology. Yeah. And that's what's getting me by.
Yeah.
But I am a bit.
Would you hire a professional?
I mean, it's not in the budget. I will say that.
Yeah.
Not that I think their budget. Yeah. But I'll see if I can negotiate something for exposure. Like, maybe our 1,000 Instagram followers would be interested in hiring them for their services. Yeah. So we'll see. But
that is a little creepy.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Bear?
No.
In The Bear, there's like a running joke that they like haunt each other.
Really?
But like while they're alive. So they just like,
Boo.
Yeah. No, like they'll just like linger over you at all times.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, chef.
Yeah. But it's cute. But I you might be.
Yeah. So I am treading lightly this Halloween. I'm keeping it lighthearted. I'm not using like whatever. We'll get back to that. What were you gonna say?
That when we were like teenagers, I don't know if this is like your vibe, like going to a cemetery was like cool.
Yeah, it was.
Now I'm like,
I don't want to take anything home with me anymore.
Now I'm like, this is like too close to my next home. Like this is
oh God.
Like I don't need the constant reminder of. But as a teen or like, young adult, you're like, wow.
Let's go smoke cigarettes in the cemetery.
Yeah. And let's take photos.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm like, this is a really somber place.
It is. And I'm more respectful than ever.
Definitely more respectful.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I had someone that close to me that passed away this time last year. And like we're coming up on 1 year. Yeah. And I'm like, I knew she was really excited to meet my son. Like very excited. And she was a labor and delivery nurse. And like she was so happy like about like that I was pregnant, and she was very sick. And I knew like she was going to pass, and I was hoping she would be able to see, like, honestly, me and my friends, like our dream was for her to deliver our kids. I
can't believe it's been a year already.
It's been just about a year in November. And
it feels like a month. Like I didn't even know her, but really? It feels like not that long ago.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe maybe she's watching and taking
care of Sal
while, when on the baby camera, maybe it's her. And then, but you never know. And I think that's what makes you so nervous. Yeah. And
because I think that's the thing. Why think of it as a haunting versus like a visitation?
It could be a visitation, but that's the thing with The Departed.
Yeah,
is it's said that demons and like demonic spirits will cast shadows as they're a welcoming spirit.
Okay,
or like as someone you know and love.
Yeah.
To get in and to get to you.
Oh.
So that's what I'm afraid of. It's more like I'm afraid of the negativity.
Yeah.
But keeps me going knowing that like she's watching in some ways. So it's very complicated.
So we're going more lighthearted this Halloween.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the positive for sure.
Which I always have. Like, I've never done a scary costume.
Me either.
Like, that was never my vibe.
I never did a scary costume, but I feel like I lived a darker lifestyle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's true.
Like, my first concert was to see the Misfits. It's kind of in, like...
I'm embarrassed to say I went to go see Marilyn Manson at Terminal 5.
That's in the dark.
You
see what I'm saying?
I actually had to leave because it was too dark.
You were scared?
Like halfway through, it got a little scary, yeah.
Really?
Mostly not like him, but like the crowd was it was too intense. Like,
right.
I was not in my element.
Mm-hmm. I can see that happening. Red and I went to go see Slipknot.
That's cool. That's very cool. But that has like An older crowd.
Okay, I want to talk about the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd was anyone you've ever seen. It was the most diverse crowd I've ever seen.
That's what I was hoping Marilyn Manson would be. I was like, oh, it's going to be like old emo people.
But instead it was like a Gigi Allen crowd.
Yeah, like it was like a little... And also this was, let's be clear here, this was over 10 years ago.
Right.
But it was a weird crowd.
Right. I get it.
And a lot of like drunk people, which is just my
drunk people.
And drunk people on Halloween.
One of the worst. Drunk people on Halloween and on New Year's.
Yeah, the worst.
The worst crowd.
And I feel
SantaCon goes in there as well, but
there was one
Halloween. That's not a holiday.
Yeah. There was one Halloween I was like a little scared. And I kind of get what you're saying. Like it does, you can sense some weird spirits in there.
Do you remember when gang initiations used to be on Halloween as well?
Yeah, but I was like not like
all right, so like
entranced with that community.
I mean, same.
But I like remember the like lore of hearing about it.
Well, exactly. It was like the huge lore when we were growing up. It would be like there would be PTA meetings about how to keep your kids safe during gang initiation day. And I'm not going to lie, there were slashings and shootings and stuff. But so I was always in fear of like the crossfire.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, gang initiation would be like kill a random person. You know, so it's like you could be the random person, not that you're the person getting initiated. So,
yeah, Halloween is a little scary.
Halloween can be a little freaky.
It can be a little, and also I don't like not seeing people's faces.
Hate not seeing people's faces.
Like,
hate it.
So yeah, we're going lighthearted. I'm probably not doing anything because I'm in class until 8.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing anything.
So I will be. I got invited to a Halloween party, which is cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
You're not going?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay. I think maybe make a guest appearance.
Yeah, maybe after class.
And then take an Uber before and after, actually.
That's so true. I don't want to be on the road.
No. Don't be on the road. Maybe get like comfortably like lit there. Yeah. And also just stay away from other people. Like you don't need to be spooked or scared.
I know. I've never enjoyed being scared. Yeah. And we've had this conversation on the podcast before, but like life is scary enough.
It is.
I don't need artificial fear. Mm-hmm. Like my thoughts are fearful.
Like my anxiety is keeping me on my toes. And trust me.
We talked, I think maybe last year's Halloween, about how like the real haunted house would be like a house with like your tax forms and like lease agreements. Like
so I am being haunted.
Yeah. Like not like this gory stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no. But I have
the
been
NYPD there. That's a scary haunted house.
I'm shaking. So yeah, did you know like one of the most popular costumes this year? So random for women, girls, like young adults that are still trying to be a little hot.
Okay. I don't know.
Hot strawberry shortcake.
Oh, I did see this.
Why?
I don't understand why.
Where does that one thing come from that people attract to?
It's a little weird because you're like sexualizing something that's like very much for children. And not just like for older children, for young children.
Right.
Like what you're doing sexy Winnie the Pooh?
What do I mean? You mean you just wear a pair of red underwear?
Yeah, you're doing sexy like Blue's Clues? Like why are we doing this?
Don't know.
It's a weird costume.
It's weird.
And you could also like have just taken the general, you could have done like milkmaid or like, you know, prairie whore.
Exactly. Midsummer. Hot.
Like,
yeah. There's literally countless ideas that aren't
like, I don't know. You don't need to do
a movie character if you're going to go down that route. Don't do like a cartoon character.
Well, because we've already had this conversation for our loyal listeners.
I think this belongs on another episode, to be honest.
The fetishization of it's weird. People are sexually attracted to cartoon characters.
Oh wait, true.
As we've
have you seen those cakes?
No.
My Hear Me Out cakes?
Oh my God, yes.
That's a sexualization of cartoon characters.
It's literally speaking to what we've talked about this on the podcast.
Correct. I've never thought a cartoon was hot, and I think it's weird if people have.
Exactly. And the strawberry shortcake is just the same thing.
I agree. I completely agree. And okay, this is like maybe like from a business perspective, I'm thinking like maybe next year we need to come up with an idea, figure out some licensing, and then just mass market it. Because I have a feeling people are like, I have the best costume this year. I'm going to be a sexy strawberry shortcake. Just because they're like scrolling on Dolls Kill and that's the most unique thing they haven't seen yet.
I'm also still shook at the amount of people who support Dolls Kill.
I mean, it's truly mind-boggling. Like, it is truly mind-boggling.
What were you guys doing during the pandemic when she was like whatever.
She's so wrong that there's no way. And it's not just that situation.
No, it's so many prior to that. And I will say,
terrible
in college,
person.
I was a purchaser of Dolls Kill. Like, I was
There's
the
no
rave
other place,
baby.
exactly, to get rave clothes or like goth clothes, to be honest.
It was cool. I had like fun, like, you know, whatever. But
at what cost?
And now I'm like, at least we had the, like, you know, we could be like, we didn't know. Exactly. But now you do know.
Yeah, now you know. Now it's unavoidable.
I'm like, how are you guys still and I see all the whatever.
But anyway, that's where I think it is. Yeah. I think it's like, come up with one costume that's hot that hasn't been trending in the past few Halloweens, because there's always one or two.
Yeah.
Apparently everyone's going to be hot strawberry shortcake this year. Maybe next year we need to do licensing for a hot costume.
Yeah.
And just market the hell out of it and find some distributors, and maybe we'll be caking. Like, the Spirit Halloween concept.
I do love Spirit Halloween. I haven't been yet for a little gander.
I haven't been yet for this year. And I don't think I'm going.
I just want to go for a little stroll. I like going for, you know,
take a
just
look.
Going to see.
What's the hot costume of the year? See what's up.
Exactly.
People have been doing live feeds on TikTok of Spirit Halloween stores.
That's crazy. Like, just what's inside, like,
just watch people shop and get scared.
That's fucking weird.
Too meta for me.
But have you watched this one girl, I think, like, wins Halloween. She started out with the Chicken Little costume.
Didn't see that, but I love it.
This girl is so funny. She must be like mid-20s, and she's just like doesn't give a fuck. And she's like doing these like random ass like face costume stuff in her room. And then her brother's like so embarrassed, and she's like making him like go in public to places together.
He's not dressed. And she is.
Yeah. He's like totally in normal, and he's like, I don't know her. Like,
oh my God.
And she did Chicken Little, which was really funny. Then she did Plankton from SpongeBob.
I love.
Like all these like kind of like funny, unique ones. And I forgot the other one she did. And now she's been posting videos with no makeup or costume, and people are like, I don't recognize you. Like,
and I don't recognize you. And also, like, way to bury the lead. Like, it's about to be Halloween. Do it now.
Oh yeah, she's still post, but like in between, you know, she'll post like a
you
random.
are just a character now.
And I love it because she's like always smoking weed too while she does it. She's like, I just got paid. Like, I'm gonna go buy weed and go to like Party City and get love. And so I'm like, this is the energy I love about Halloween, where you're like, it's not about like being sexy or like being, you know, Instagram beautiful. Yeah. You're just like fucking around in your house and getting baked. Love.
Well, so this is something I was thinking about. Maybe, like, I do think that there's like a few Gen Z bimbos that are like, strawberry shortcake. I'm going as sexy strawberry shortcake. But I think the vast majority, like maybe 75%, are over sexy Halloween costumes. Yeah. And I think they're just using it to be funny.
They're going more like clever
and funny,
but less like millennial clever, because we had a few cringe people. Like,
I don't even associate with millennial life anymore. It's too cringe.
Although there was one, this was a popular one when I was in college, which like will let you know how nerdy my college was, but it was Freudian slip.
Love.
And so everybody would wear like a slip dress, so you're like kind of sexy, and
that's good.
And then like a printed photo of
that is Freud. Clever. I love that.
So that was like the level of clever we were at.
Well, I'm watching people, for example, somebody went as a Nerds cluster.
Okay. Is it the girl who received from Nerds?
I don't know.
Because there's another girl who received a PR package from Nerds, and they're doing a collab with Vitamin Water. And inside the box is like a costume for a Nerds cluster. And it's so funny, but she like misread the instructions, so she understood it as like a costume for a vitamin water bottle, but it's actually just a towel that they gave. And so
what a terrible collab box. So, what does vitamin water have to do with Nerds?
It's the flavor, I think, of the.
But vitamin water is disgusting.
Nerds cluster is a good one.
Very good one. Yeah. So she like wore like a pink bodysuit, and then the balloons, the colored balloons around her. And she used for a purse a bag of Nerds clusters. She put her lip gloss in it. Well, actually, she put her pink blush that she used to paint her face with.
That's very funny.
So I saw that, and I saw this video where two girls were like, have you eaten yet? And they were like, no, I'm hungry. I could eat. And then they both walk out in massive Furby costumes that they like bedazzled themselves.
That's cool.
Like, there's a lot of like funny ones that I'm just like, you're not looking for attention in this except for funny attention. Yeah. And I love that.
It's more of like a troll vibe.
Is a troll Halloween.
Troll costume would be really good.
That would be good.
With like, the hair.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that next year.
I really like that. like get orange. Like
I saw a couple do the parents from Rugrats.
Love.
It was so cute. And they're in the kitchen.
I actually really like that.
That's a good one for you because you could do with your little Rugrat.
Yeah. Tommy Pickles is so easy. It's just a little bit.
You just get a
little cold. you gotta bundle up,
or you get like a beige sweater,
right? Like a beige bodysuit with a blue shirt over it. I did 2 costumes this year for style. First one, Pillsbury Doughboy.
It's excellent, and you have full approval from my family.
Thank you. I just feel like it's so wholesome and cute,
and it's like you're a cooking person,
exactly. And he's a fat little chunker,
and it's also like very easy to make.
I didn't make it. I did buy it. I will say that.
Oh, I thought you just like had.
I should have made it. It was easy enough to make.
Yeah.
But I didn't, and I do regret it. I did return it.
Then it doesn't even matter.
Right. I just had to pay to return it, because like the return fee.
Making it would have required probably more money
than $8. You know.
No.
The second costume he hasn't dressed up in it yet, is a skunk,
which I love.
The reason I chose
stinky babies.
Because he's, mom and dad love being a skunk.
Also true.
Are
you all going to be skunks?
Well, we are. We're not dressing up, but we're skunks.
That would be funny
saying?
If you did like variations of skunks on your.
That would be cute. I'm not like a dress up mom.
No, like me neither.
I'm not. I haven't had a costume in years.
My mom never dressed up as a kid either.
Really?
Yeah.
As a kid or as an adult?
No, like when I was a kid.
Really?
And like we would go.
Yeah. My mom didn't either.
And my dad, I don't think like came trick or treating, but I don't think.
Yeah, my dad definitely didn't dress up.
But my sister and I would get so hype.
Me too. Yeah, we would flip out.
Yeah, like flip out.
Yeah, so he's a skunk because when Northwest was a skunk, when she was like maybe 3 or 4, I thought that was the cutest costume ever. And Northwest now, she's like 11. So this has been on my mind for a long time.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh my God, I have offspring. I can make him a skunk.
So
he can't walk, but maybe like I'm still thinking of how I'm going to pose him for the photos. I haven't even had him try it on yet.
That's very cute.
I'm excited.
The best one I've seen of my friend's child, she made him into a FedEx delivery guy.
Love.
And that was so cute because she just put him next to a big box.
Very cute. You could also put them inside one.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Because he was a pandemic baby, so like lived life with deliveries and packages. Like
he essentially was a delivery.
And so he like loves their driver apparently. And so
oh my God. That's so very cute.
I also love a baby pumpkin.
Classic. Love a baby pumpkin.
So
we did our pumpkin photo shoot already in a onesie with a jack-o'-lantern face on it. That's like a way to get around it. I love and approve of baby pumpkins for sure. And my sister's dog was a pumpkin as well this year.
That's so cute. It's so funny when the babies are pumpkins and they like are like waddling but like fall over and just like
because they're middle heavy.
It's so cute.
So this year I went to a pumpkin patch.
Yeah,
I
haven't gone yet.
I usually don't go. This was the first year I've done it in years, like since college. And after I went to the pumpkin patch, something changed in my brain where I legitimately forgot that Halloween didn't happen yet. When I went, the next day I was like, okay, Halloween happened.
Like, nope.
I put up a Christmas tree already.
Whoa.
Halloween didn't even happen yet.
But Christmas is starting so early this year.
Thank you.
It's all over the store. I literally texted you about the advent calendars.
Right.
And that's why I want to get them now because I think they're going to be cheaper than later.
I was thinking they might sell out.
Exactly.
I think so.
And everything Christmas is already out.
It's crazy.
And
it's
I'm
actually
like,
crazy.
I don't need, at least now. Wow, now I'm alone in this. Now you do Christmas.
I mean, you can too. Like, let's make
alone?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're not alone.
I live alone.
So? You have to do it alone. I'll send you things if need be.
But why would I do Christmas?
Because why not? I'm not doing it religiously. I'm doing it like...
Yeah, but you have like a person
up
who's like grown up doing it.
I had a tree growing up.
You also did Christmas?
I did Christmas. You want to hear this bullshit?
Yeah.
I did Christmas until I guess it got too expensive because my mom was like, we're Muslim now. And we were like, what? She's like, yeah, I wanted you guys to have both growing up. And so like we wanted you to celebrate, when you were young, but now you're not young anymore.
Wow.
So
No more Christmas.
And I was just like, are you fucking shitting me? I'd rather almost never have had it at all than to have it than to get the joy taken away.
But now you're having it again.
I'm reinstating it.
Yeah.
Put Christ back in Christmas.
But yeah, first Halloween, please.
Yeah.
It's going too fast.
It is going too fast. And one final conclusion about Halloween is that I think this is the most commercial Halloween there's been in generations.
The most?
Most commercial.
Okay.
I've never seen so many houses decorated as if it's Christmas.
Okay, and I was telling my cousin about this, and more people need to know about this. You know, there are like businesses, and so they just like come and install.
Yeah.
And they take it. It's like a rental, basically.
I mean, that's how the Diker Heights lights happen.
Exactly, but like I feel like it's happening more and more for Halloween.
Has to be.
Because I'm like, where are people, first of all, storing their decorations? And also, nobody cares that much about Halloween.
I believe people have storage units for their decor.
But, like, if I had a big house and a ton of money, like, I would totally hire a service to come decorate my house. Like,
100%.
Why not? I don't want to do it. Hell no.
Right.
I'll direct you.
I don't know how you feel about that because there is a huge house. It's not even a huge house. It's actually a pretty mid-sized house. And they do every single holiday in Bay Ridge.
Why not?
On 78th between... I think it's 7th and 6th. Right when you get
if
off
it's
the
your
highway.
house, let us know.
No, I know this guy.
Oh,
he's been posted.
Okay.
He loves it. I mean, Memorial Day. You've never seen more flags in your life.
I honestly
and
respect
I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I love it because
I would never currently.
I would never either. But you know what I've realized comes with that territory is visitations,
and that I don't want.
Right.
I don't want attention like that. I would only decorate my house if I lived like in the fucking countryside.
Correct.
I don't want more attention to me than needed, and
which is what I
don't even have a doormat in front of my house. I don't even my mezuzah is inside my house because I didn't want anyone to know I was Jewish.
What is that when you touch the wall?
It's like it's a scroll of a prayer that's like to protect the home, and it's like a Jewish tradition.
Don't you touch it?
You can kiss and
is that the normal thing?
Yeah, or
when you enter the room?
Like I don't do that.
Okay.
Mine is more just like a symbol, like it was a gift from my family.
Okay.
And it's more of like a symbol of like this is to signify your and it's cute. Mine's really pretty, but I put it in the inside because I was like, I want to be neutral from the outside.
I like that.
I don't need anybody. I don't need friends in this building. I don't need anybody to know my business.
You don't want people to know you're a woman.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, I don't want anything. Like
I am 100%.
I want to be invisible.
Same. I don't do any of that shit.
But if I lived in the fucking countryside with a big house, I would totally decorate.
Right?
Yeah.
I think decorating
I would also paint my house
like
a very weird color too.
Have you ever painted an apartment?
In LA, we would paint some of the walls.
Yeah, I forgot. You guys painted everything.
Yeah, we got a little
paint crazy.
But I have it in DC because I want to be like in and out of the spot. Like I don't.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it's not my home. It's like a glorified dorm. Like
maybe that's why I have never painted because I move so much.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a home. Like
yeah, and I just don't want to deal with it with my landlord. Can I paint? All right, I'll get rid of the paint. Like I'm not doing
it was
that.
like you can because if you stay more than like X amount of years, they were gonna repaint anyways.
Oh, so you did cover up the murals though.
That she asked.
Yeah, big K.
But like it wasn't like
okay.
But so yeah, let us know what you're dressing up as this year. We want to know.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Stay safe.
Please stay safe. And if you feel haunted, talk to Sarah.
Don't use a Ouija board this Halloween. That's all I'm gonna say.
And like,
because that's welcoming, brother. Yeah,
and also don't like, whitewash witchcraft. Like shit's real, and if you don't know about it and you're not like, don't fuck around with it.
Exactly, and
leave it to the professionals.
And that's a very valid reason for being scared. And I would say that's why I'm scared because I know it's real. Exactly, and like it's none of our business. Not mine, not yours. Mind your own business. Mind your own goddamn business. See you next Tuesday for another episode of Not for Nothing. You know where to find us. See you soon. Bye. Bye.